Tips for living in a high school dormitory. Luke and Zoe are two high school students. They are chatting about Zoe's recent move to the dormitory.
Hey, have you settled into the dormitory yet?
Not quite. I've only been there a couple of days.
How's it going?
It's a bit noisy sometimes. I can hear my neighbors talking or playing music late at night.
I know what you mean. I've been living in the dormitory for 2 years now. I've gotten used to it.
What about the food in the cafeteria?
It's not bad, but it's not great either. Pizza night is usually good, but the food becomes repetitive after a while.
What about the bathrooms? Are the sinks and toilets clean?
They're mostly clean. The bathrooms can get messy, but the cleaning staff come in regularly.
That's good to know. I hope I can adjust to living here soon.
Don't worry, it just takes time. If you need help, just ask me or anyone else in the dormitory.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. It's me, Tiffany.
And I'm Laura.
Hi. Don't we look so
happy to see you again because we always match black and white.
And we always look good. And I know you guys love us. Well, anyways, I'm so happy to be back. And today we're going to look at an article about living in a dormitory. Did you ever have to live in a dorm before?
No. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing because, sometimes you could have probably been living with somebody really dirty or messy.
Oh, yeah.
So I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, I didn't live in a dorm, but I did share a house or an apartment before.
Wow.
It's kind of similar. So let's see our article for today. We're going to look at a conversation. And here it says, Luke and Zoe are two high school students. They are chatting about Zoe's recent move to the dormitory. Okay, when something is recent, it's an adjective and just means something that happened close to right now. So something that is really new. For example, have you watched the recent news? Lady Gaga just became the president of the USA. Oh my God, that's not true, but
okay, that's a really good example sentence. So did you guys understand this word? Recent 就是最近的，它是一个形容词。举例来说 I'm planning a trip to the beach this weekend. I need a break from all the recent stress. Wanna join me, Tiffany?
Of course.
那刚刚有提到 dormitory, OK, 就是宿舍。那你也可以用 dorm, 这个是比较简单，比较好记吧？
Yeah, it's easier to say too. You don't have to say the whole word. Next, Luke says, hey, have you settled into the dormitory yet?
Oh, okay. 所以 settle into something 注意在这里是指适应一个新环境啦、新生活啦，或是新工作等等。所以整句 Have you settled into the dormitory yet? 就是你适应宿舍了吗？
Let's see what Zoe says. She says, not quite. I've only been there a couple of days.
在口语当中，我们常听到人家说not quite， 其实就有着不完全是啦，也就是 not exactly, not completely， 或是 not entirely 都可以哦。而且刚刚我们还看到一个非常常见的片语，就是 a couple of something， 几个什么什么，通常是指两个啦。像是呢 I can't believe I ate a whole pizza up by myself in a couple of hours. I must be really hungry. 然后我就落赛了。
All right, so let's see what Luke says. He says, how's it going? Zoe then says, it's a bit noisy sometimes. I can hear my neighbors talking or playing music late at night. Man, that is kind of annoying.
I know, I feel you, Zoe. Having those noisy neighbors is like having a non-stop live concert next door. I've had neighbors that are super noisy too. They think it's party time 24/7.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, do they think they're auditioning for America's Got Talent at 2 a.m. maybe? Okay, so I think we need some quiet. We need to have our own space. But if we have an annoying or very noisy neighbor, that could be really bad, or a roommate.
I know. I think people just have to be respectful and just stop being so noisy after 10 p.m. It's called manners.
Yeah.
All right, well, Luke then says, I know what you mean. I've been living in the dormitory for 2 years now.
Wow.
I've gotten used to it. So instead of saying I've gotten used to it, you can also say I'm already over it. I've become numb to the noise. So these are more like, informal ways that you can talk to your friends, as a conversation.
Okay, so 刚刚的句子我们整句来看一下。I've been living in the dormitory for 还记不记得他是说几年？2 years now， 就是我现在已经在宿舍住了2年，当然你可以代换成你住的时间咯。所以课文就说我懂，我已经住在宿舍2年了，所以他已经习惯了，有点像刚刚 Tiffany 说他已经 numb 麻木了。
Zoe then says, what about the food in the cafeteria? Okay, this word is pretty easy. You sometimes see it as like cafe, but cafeteria here is a noun and it's just a place where you go and you eat your food and you usually go and get the food yourself. You see something that you like and you pick it up yourself and you take it back to the table. Well, you pay for it and then you take it back to the table to eat. It's a little bit different than a buffet. A buffet, it's all you can eat.
You can eat.
But cafeterias, you get what you want, pay for what you want, and we mostly see it in schools or maybe in maybe places where it's not so easy to go outside to buy food. So for example, I can say, I love to sit with my friends and have lunch at the school cafeteria. Oh my God, it reminds me of Mean Girls.
Oh my God, that's right. Cafeteria, 大家要学起来，这很重要。肚子饿就要去自助餐厅，学校都有一个这个 cafeteria. For example, I always find myself wandering around the cafeteria, indecisive about what to eat. So many choices, so little time.
I know. I heard the Google cafeteria for the workers.
Can I go?
Wow, it's amazing. So if anyone works at Google, hello, please invite us.
No.
All right, so next in the article, Luke says, it's not bad, but it's not great either.
Oh, okay.
Pizza night is usually good, but the food becomes repetitive after a while. That's right. I remember the school cafeteria when I went to school, the food was not very good, but it was edible. Now, we see the word repetitive here, and repetitive just means it repeats itself.
Okay, repetitive 大家应该知道 repeat 吧 ？repetitive 就是它的形容词，就是长时间重复的、单调的。所以回到课文，他提到是说，其实学校的餐厅不算坏啦，但也不是很好哦。那 pizza night 披萨之夜，也就是说可能他们那天都是吃披萨，通常还不错。可是当然你每天都吃一样的，是不是都觉得食物变得非常的重复性，没有新意？所以这时候他就用 repetitive 来形容。
Next, Zoe says, what about the bathrooms? Are the sinks and toilet clean?
I care about this a lot.
Yeah. So Zoe asked if the bathrooms are clean, and then we also saw the word sink here. A sink is a noun and it is a place where you wash your hands. It's usually in a bathroom. It could also be a place where you wash the dishes and stuff, like the kitchen. For example, we can say, please don't wash down food in the sink. The food will block the water from going down.
Sink 就是我们会在厨房啊，或者是在浴室都会看到的洗手台。哇，疫情时间我很爱一直洗手，但是要保持干净啦。Okay, so I hate it when I see lots of dirty dishes in the sink.
Oh, right.
So trying to wash a mountain of dishes in a tiny sink is like attempting to fit an elephant into a teacup. It's a never-ending struggle. So don't leave your dishes in the sink for too long.
I know. Be a good roommate and just clean after the mess you made. All right, Luke says they're mostly clean. The bathrooms can get messy, but the cleaning staff come regularly.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's good. I'm so scared of dirty and messy bathrooms.
Cockroaches.
I know, I'm so scared of that. But they said mostly there's a cleaning staff that will come. Now, mostly here is an adverb and it means most of the time. We can also use mainly as well. For example, we can say my mom mostly likes to go grocery shopping in the morning. Okay, we also mentioned that the bathroom can be a little bit messy, but someone goes to clean it. Messy is an adjective and it just means not neat. It's dirty or not clean, okay? There is a difference though. Sometimes a desk can be messy, but it doesn't mean it's not clean. But yeah, gross. I really hate, I hate messy bathrooms and sinks. It's really gross.
Or wet bathroom floors.
Ew.
That is so scary. 好，我们先来看一下单字好了，转换心情。Mostly 就是通常或是在一般的情况下，它是 是一个副词。For example, let's meet up for lunch tomorrow. I'll be there around noon, give or take 10 minutes. You know, fashionably late and mostly on time.
Nice.
OK， 所以刚刚的句型他有提到呢，他说有时候呢，这个可能就是房间的居住环境或是任何地方 ，the something can get messy, but the cleaning staff come in regularly， 就是某个地方可以变得很脏乱，但是清洁人员会定期或是很常来打扫哦。所以我觉得浴室可能是我跟 Tiffany 非常在意的哦。
For sure. If I go to like a hotel or if I need to rent a place, I always check the bathroom first because I cannot stand a dirty bathroom. It grosses me out. Okay, we also saw the word staff. Staff is a noun and it means a group of people who are hired to work somewhere. So, for example, if you work at Starbucks, then the baristas, the coffee makers, or the cleaners and the cashiers are all a part of the staff. For example, we can say the boss treated the whole staff to afternoon tea and snacks. Yay!
Can I
so
come
nice.
too?
Of
OK.
course.
Staff 是谁呢？就是员工啦，它是一个名词。那我觉得在餐厅服务的员工应该都要非常好的服务，保持微笑哦，在送餐点的时候。The restaurant staff always serves up smiles with their delicious meals. Nice.
Let's take a look at the word regularly. It's an adverb and it means something done on a constant basis. So you do it almost all the time or most of the time. For example, I can say I regularly exercise because I want to stay in shape. You know, they're actually really lucky that someone comes and cleans the bathrooms.
I know, I want that.
What if like nobody cleans it? That's so gross. So
it's even worse. You will have mold, cockroaches.
Yuck,
Ooh.
pee everywhere. Oh my God, that's the
yucky.
scariest. Okay, anyways, let's go back to the article. Zoe says, that's good to know. I hope I can adjust to living here soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. Adjust， 我们来看一下这个动词就是适应。那我们可以用 adjust to something， 适应可能某个新环境啦等等。所以当然 Zoe 就说我希望可以很快适应住在这里哦。I think sometimes it takes a little bit of time to adjust.
Oh, definitely. And I think also your mindset is super important as well. You have to be positive or else you're always going to think, oh, I hate it here.
Yeah.
All right, next, Luke says, don't worry, it just takes time. If you need help, just ask me or anyone else in the dormitory. Yeah, he's right.
It's nice to have a friend like Luke. You're so sweet. Okay, so 最后呢，这个句子呢，他就是在安慰他说：“哎呀，不用担心啦 ，It just takes time， 就是适应只是需要时间。”那最后他更赞的是，如果你需要帮忙，你可以问我啊，或者是宿舍里的其他人。At least she has some, people helping out, and she can talk to Luke or whoever is at the dorm to help out.
I know, it definitely makes it feel more comforting, especially if, let's say, it's your first time living outside of your house or living, away from your parents.
It's going to be different.
I know, it's so nice to have like a friend or someone else around that you can, talk to and then they can help you with. All right, well, shall we move on to our For You chat? Ooh, okay, this is a really interesting question. I think I kind of asked you this already. Have you ever lived in a dormitory? If yes, did you like it? If not, would you like to live in one? Why or why not?
Well, lots of questions in one For You chat. Okay, well, let me think about it. Well, I'm going to say for sure no, I haven't lived in a dormitory before. But, listening to all that mess in bathrooms or the sinks, I wouldn't like to live in one because I prefer having my own space and privacy. Plus, I enjoy having the freedom to decorate and organize my living space according to my own preferences. But if you're, living with maybe like a roommate or something, you got to respect them as well. Can't have your stuff everywhere all over the floor.
I think actually it's actually a good experience, I think, to live in a dorm and to meet people when you're in college. You can make a lot of great friends and it's a really great experience. Like from what I heard, like a lot of my own classmates. They went to colleges in the States and they lived in dorms and they met the best people in the whole world, and I even know them too. So I think it's a good choice to meet friends, but of course, you might have some bad experiences as well.
Like no one doing the dishes, or I hate when there's hair clogged in.
Oh, that's so gross
so
when you have
disgusting.
to pick it up. I know,
it's not your hair. It's excuse me, can you clean after yourself, girl or boy?
It's disgusting. But I mean, I think after living with, roommates, and I also shared a house before when I was living overseas, I definitely like living on my own.
Really?
I like my peace and quiet now.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. We want our own space. I think with friends too, say, I wouldn't want to actually live in a dorm with a good friend in case, you guys fight over, tiny trivial things. And then maybe that will ruin your friendship.
Yes. So I think there's also good and bad. Yeah. But I think for college students, and if you do have a chance to live in a dorm, just try and experience it first. And then over time, you will see what do you like or you don't like.
Yes. Yeah, so you guys have a chat about this question. Would you want to live in a dorm or not? You're kind of like me and Tiffany, who enjoy personal space. And we could do anything we want, okay? Yeah, but for now, our time is up. But we have a day 2 coming up as well. So don't go away and think about this question and chat among yourselves. Until next time, I'm Laura.
I'm Tiffany.
Bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Recent. We really enjoyed our recent vacation to Thailand. We'll go back again next year. Cafeteria. Candy doesn't like the school's cafeteria much because it doesn't offer many food choices. Sink. Dolly asked her son to put the dirty dishes in the sink after he had finished dinner. Mostly. Kathleen mostly goes to dance classes for exercise, but she also sometimes swims. Staff. All staff in this company can attend the party at the end of the year, where they might win prizes. Regularly. It's important to exercise regularly, so I go running 5 times a week. There are regularly scheduled buses to town. They leave every hour from here.
智慧小补帖
Dormitory. Repetitive. Adjust.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net